What's up, everybody? Welcome to Talking Shit. My name is Barrett Courtney. I am one of your hosts, and here, joined with me, are my wonderful co-hosts and even better friends, the bisexist from Texas, Henry Montiero.
Come, my lady. Come, my lady.
And over here is my favorite chunky punk, Ricky Baldazan.
Be my butterfly, sugar, baby.
What is with that song in you guys? Like, what is...
I'm doing it because he's played it 4 times today. That's not.
But that's not this isn't the first time you guys have, like, quoted that song.
Ask him.
I mean, just a few months ago, it was me just yelling, I stand alone at you two.
If you've never been here before, this is Talking Shit, a weekly podcast where
With
the
your
three
host,
of us...
Garrett?
Yeah, well, I'm Garrett this week.
Garrett, Henrik.
Garrett from Starbucks.
I fought in the trenches.
I fought in the trenches.
Every week, all of us bring in a random topic of discussion, and we talk some shit about those topics. If you think that's cool as fuck, head on over to patreon.com/BZG, where you can give us $1 and you get every episode of Talking Shit for free. Or no, not for free. For $1.
No.
For $1, you get it early.
Subscribe for $1 and you get everything for free.
This is a great promotion right now.
Sign up for free and you pay everything with $1.
Give us $1 and you get every episode of Talking Shit early before all of the topics roll out on youtube.com/BeaZonaGamers Monday through Thursday. And then on Friday, after all the topics are up, it's free for everybody. The whole episode goes up for everybody on soundcloud.com/BZGSF.
I signed up and I'm getting the episode right now.
Oh, fuck. This has been a very weird week for me. I feel like it's only Wednesday. But yesterday I didn't realize it was Tuesday already. Like yesterday, I thought it was Monday.
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck, we got to record a podcast tomorrow." I really don't want to do that.
It's been a long ass week.
Like yesterday was a really, really long day for me. I had like a really bad headache, and it's like the second week that's happened on Tuesday because these last 2 Tuesdays I've opened for my work.
And because we're a goddamn headache.
Yeah, you are. But I think it's because I'm not used to waking up so early and heading downtown so early. And so I don't eat anything before I leave. And I think it's because my lack of food that causes me to have a headache. So it's the second Tuesday it's happened. And then right when I got home, I had to prepare for the interview with Sean for BCG News. And I was watching it over again, starting to edit it. I was like, oh, I'm not as bad as I thought I was, while recording it. Because the whole time I just had this splitting fucking headache.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to power through. And, I closed it, really awkwardly. And I was like, man, I'm not proud of that. But whatever.
It just ends with, you're the pasta man from Majoni.
And then this morning, Wednesdays, I have the car because I got to pick up you guys, typically. And so in the morning, I have to drive Alyssa to work. And we're on Lincoln, and it's sort of backed up. It's typical rush hour.
Yeah.
And there's we're about to reach an intersection, where we don't have a stop sign, but a block ahead there's still a red light, so it's sort of backed up. And we're right in front of this driveway, and this lady keeps backing up out of the driveway, and I'm honking at her dude, we're right behind you. And she does this weird fucking angle and tries to pull up, and she was really close to just fucking scraping our car.
Ugh.
And she when we looked at it, it's just this super old white lady, and
Always is.
Barely over the wheel.
but not super old. She was she's probably my grandparents' age. And
so not babushka old, but
no.
Okay.
But she was had that bewildered look, what am I doing? What am I doing so wrong?
So not babushka age, but still thinks racism is okay age.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that really fucking annoyed me. Just because it's fucking. And this is why I wanted to talk about this topic that I have for you guys. Is a little bit. Well,
old women,
old white women. Why the fuck they need to stop? But no, really, what I want to talk about is San Francisco and a little bit of gentrification. Just because it's been a thing for especially the last couple of years. So I just wanted to talk about San Francisco and what we love about it, what we hate about it, and why it's probably changed for the worse. Just because I've seen that a lot. I moved here in 2008, and it's sort of weird to hate on like the whole gentrification of San Francisco when I was sort of a part of that.
Where all three of us are partially white people who aren't from here.
Exactly. And so it's like my mom, we moved here from Ohio because my mom is an IT, and that was back in 2008. So it's weird to like be against it when I'm also a part of it in a way, because I feel like we moved here before all of that sort of started happening, like a lot. Like it was still going on like back then, but it's become a big thing in the last couple of years. So what do you guys love about San Francisco? You're like,
we don't.
It's easier to say what I don't love about San Francisco.
We don't have a lot of rats.
I can say that about like any place. Like I'm from Daly City.
Yeah.
Technically.
Born and raised.
Born and
then raised in Stockton.
Born
then,
in Daly City, raised in Stockton, then moved here
in like middle school, right?
in like 3rd grade.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. I was never
was
sure
like-
of that timeline.
I was like back and forth
What is the official
from here to
chronology
Stockton
of
since
Ricky?
3rd grade to like middle school.
Okay.
And then after like once like 7th grade hit, I was like officially here. And that's
okay.
it. Things that I love about San Francisco. A lot of people that live here like to shit on
Sidewalks.
I mean, if you're on Powell, yeah.
No, everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like near my house, there was like this giant piece of shit. Right, that was next to a porta potty.
Because
Well, it's probably a dog.
filthy porta potty.
Yeah, to be honest, I'd rather shit on the sidewalk than in a porta potty.
But yeah, people like to shit on Muni, both literally.
I've never actually seen shit on Muni.
I've seen shit on a seat and Muni.
See, I don't think you've been on the right bus.
Yeah, like if
No,
you're
I have been. If I haven't seen that shit, I have been on the right buses.
like if you're on the 14, like around 3 o'clock or so, there's probably gonna be shit. Or like, have you ever gotten on a bus where there's just like jalapeno slices just thrown around?
Yeah,
like,
I never understand
specifically jalapeno
It's always
slices.
jalapeno slices.
Like, I don't know why,
Or the
but anyway, so people like to shit on like Muni and stuff, but I really actually think we take Muni for granted for what it is. Like you can get anywhere.
You can. That is
Like
one
to-
of the perks of Muni. Is
to
like
the
you can literally get anywhere.
To the point
Yeah.
where like you're one of the only friends we know that have a car. But
I
that's
still
also
use Muni.
but that's also what I hate about Muni is like me and Henry have gotten like so comfortable with taking the bus and stuff like that. We still don't. I have my permit, but he doesn't have his license or anything.
And
mom's-
also, neither of you have cars.
Yeah, and we don't have cars or anything. So like,
Well, technically, I don't have a car, but
Yeah.
I sort of do.
I just go, oh yeah, and I pull out my Playmobil. I take the work.
so I mean, yeah, just take that with a grain of salt. It's like it's
Yeah,
great.
like Muni is definitely one of the best when it comes to getting from point A to point B.
Yeah.
And those could be two.
I
like,
will get
a
there
lot of different
eventually.
things. Yeah.
But at the same time, it also takes me a fucking hour to get somewhere.
Yeah, and
if
it's just
anything
like
more.
the community. I really think it's the communication with Muni that really fucking annoys me. Of, like a week before, this was like 6 months ago. A week before this construction started happening, they announced like, "Hey, Muni trains are no longer running after 9
yeah.
p.m." and it's going to happen and that's going to be a thing for 6 months.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's fucking awesome. When I live right near the beach, all the way in the outskirts of San Francisco. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just have a smoker's cough.
Okay.
For some reason.
Yeah, you might be sick. You might have like a chest cold.
I'm fine.
Like I live.
No yokai, no life.
I live on the outskirts of San Francisco, and I have to take the N to get to downtown. And for my work, I close a lot. And closing, like we get out at like 10. So when I get out, it's like, all right, I have to take this shitty like shuttle bus. That is like sort of like an LK/M.
It's like
bus
everything that
isn't the N.
Yeah.
And so like I take that to like church, and then like I expect there to be an N shuttle bus, and of course there never fucking is.
So he just sleeps at my house.
And I'll end up like having to call Alyssa, and like that shit happened for like 6 months. It was the shittiest thing.
Yeah. that was probably the stupidest thing.
Yeah, like Muni, there's a lot of shit like that happens with Muni, and that's why I fucking hate Muni.
What do you love about it though?
What do I love? Not about Muni, but San Francisco. Like
Yeah.
I think there's still like, even though like a lot of people who had like weren't raised in San Francisco have moved here and changed the city a lot, I still think there's still like San Francisco is still authentic in ways.
There's really nice things about San
Yeah.
Francisco. I love the people here to a certain extent. Like you go to other places, like I go to Central Valley a lot, California, so like Sacramento, Tracy, stuff like that. Pretty much bumfuck nowhere when it comes to California. And
Tracy's here.
your
She
mom's
lives
not
here.
here yet.
Oh.
And you go there, and like the people that live there are like some of the worst human beings I've ever met in my life, like cat callers and just like
Oh well, that's everywhere.
no, but it's especially over there. Like
Yeah.
I'll hear it all the time. Where over here is I almost never hear cat calling ever.
I've
when
never
I'm
actually
over
heard
here.
it in the city.
Yeah, like I almost never hear it. But when I'm
That's
over
true.
there, it's like guaranteed. If I'm going out and I'm in Central Valley, I'm gonna hear it.
You're
at
the
some
one
point.
who's getting catcalled.
I'm the one.
Hey,
Um,
sugar tits.
Hey, sugar tits, bring your fat ass over here.
Hey, sugar tits, do a truffle shuffle.
but
I don't
more,
want to do a trouble shuffle.
but more of like that, and like just being an ass and yelling out of a car to someone, like calling them something horrible.
Plus,
just
Like,
like-
Danny boy.
Like
hey, Dan. Hey, family,
like
boys.
Danny boy.
Like you just
There's
did
a
like an
difference
hour
from
ago.
Danny boy and then calling someone like the N word or something.
Okay.
Like which I hear all the time at people who aren't even black or anything. Like they're just yelling it out of nowhere. It's just there's a sense of like
You mean you?
there's a certain sense of like mutual respect over here that no one kind of does that anymore
Yeah, but
as much.
it's like
you still have assholes and stuff over here. You have
Yeah.
that everywhere, but it's not like that. Like over here, there's at least a certain line that everyone has. Like no one's gonna go out and do that or anything. Like I feel normal just walking here than walking in like Sacramento or something.
Yeah.
I like that.
The only time something happened like that to me was once I was on Church Street,
Mm.
and this homeless guy, I was with my dad, and this homeless guy walked past us, and he just went, fuck you at us. And my dad was like, hey, shut up, man. And the homeless guy just goes, oh, yeah? He lifts up his shirt and takes off his pants at the same time and just goes, lick my balls. And he's just fully naked on the street.
Yeah. When it comes to San Francisco, it's more shit like that.
yeah.
Like just
Just
crazy,
crazy people.
Yeah.
Like the
Instead
video
of,
of
like,
the naked
just-
guy at the BART station.
Like you have crazy people here, like other places you have fucking pricks
Assholes.
and
Yeah.
pricks. Like
But
actual
there's still, like,
douchebags.
race is a weird thing here because San
is.
Francisco is like a lot of people say it's like the most like European city in America.
European.
Yeah, just of like how like our
because
economy
they're always
is and like a
peeing on
local.
the sidewalk.
There's a lot of like local shops and just like how
Oh,
like
yeah.
open everything is.
Yeah.
Until
And it's
after
so
9.
like we're like one of the most like chiller cities in America. But like race is still a weird fucking thing where like when we were in
It's
high school,
fucking weird.
like
yeah.
Lincoln, like people were being fucking shitty to each other all the fucking time because
That's
of
also
race.
because we were at Lincoln.
But like I think that goes like I think it's safe to say
Anywhere.
for like any high school
Yeah.
or any school like Alyssa who teaches at a certain
Super racist.
why because she's Asian.
He's like, yeah.
But like she works at a school where it's all about like race equality and all that stuff, and there's still like there's a huge problem of like kids calling each other the N-word and like all of this stuff. It's like how do you live in this city and do that kind of shit? Or like a big thing is like how can you live in this city and be homophobic?
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
that's-
understand that.
It's a very weird thing. I find myself thinking that when I hear
I think about
Like-
how much I hate gays.
when like well, I think of that specifically when
And that
I
was
hear
like a big thing at Lincoln. It was like everybody calling each other like faggot or something. It was just like
if I had $1 for every day that I was at Lincoln and I got called like fucking like
Danny boy.
faggot something about me being Latin or overweight or something,
Is that a connection?
I would buy us lunch right now.
I wouldn't need a job that I lost.
But I think about that specifically when I hear like people from my family who are like the most like Catholic homophobic pieces of shit ever, and they talk about how like they're like so proud about being from the Bay Area and being from San Francisco and stuff, and it's just like, how can you even like represent that with being that?
Yeah.
Like with being you, like because it's like San Francisco is not that, or it's not even supposed to be that. It's kind of like almost a safe haven for people that are that, or anything else that you're hating on. Like everybody here has such a sense of like peace and equality,
Or like how you still
that
hear
it's weird
about,
when
like,
shit like that pops up.
Yeah,
and you're
and
just
it's
kind of
so
like,
weird and it's off-putting in a way.
Yeah.
It's like how are we known as this city when there's so much of this kind of shit going on?
yeah,
like when you see news and it's like someone who is trans was like bullied and or harassed or even murdered, and it's in other cities, you're like, that's terrible, but I kind of expect it from shitty ass cities. But when you
Yeah.
hear about it happening in San Francisco, you're like, what the fuck?
yeah. Then it's like a completely bigger thing, because it's like, how dare you do that here?
Yeah.
How do you do it in this city where this shouldn't?
It's like
this
a
shit shouldn't be
progressive
going
city.
on?
Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Like, yeah, people are going homeless, but at least we have that. And the bigger thing with the racial thing is especially because they're not the minority over here, is like Asians. Asians get a lot of shit over here because there are so many that people get frustrated and overwhelmed at it a little bit.
Yeah.
There's always the driving thing.
Well, no, it's not that Asians.
It's always the fucking driving.
Let me address fucking people who drive in San Francisco.
Yeah.
It's not just Asian
It's
people.
not just Asians.
It's fucking everyone. Everyone sucks. At
No one
driving.
knows how to drive here because everyone here either
learned how to drive in San Francisco.
Yeah.
I thankfully like got taught how to drive in like suburban
like an
Alameda.
actual place.
Yeah, like a place that like people are fucking chill and aren't like gotta go places and shit. Like
San Francisco is the second worst city I've ever seen drivers. The number one for me will always be Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I will never.
Well,
forget.
actually, have you ever been to Florida?
No.
Oh my god, fucking what's
Florida's not okay. And
that's the place near Disneyland, right?
No,
Or is that
Orlando.
Orlando is awful drivers.
Okay.
Like,
Well, yeah,
I
because
get,
Florida's nothing but old people.
come at me when you go through
It's old-
Jacksonville and then see that horrible
well,
mess.
Florida's nothing but old people and meth addicts.
There's
and
an actual
alligators addicted to meth.
problem.
Republicans.
There's an actual problem with driving in San Francisco, and I think it's mainly, and it's not just drivers, it's also pedestrians. And because this is a very big place where pedestrians always will have the right of way, no matter what, no matter if they're jaywalking, no matter if there's like no stop sign whatsoever. Whenever they cross the street, they immediately have the right of way. That's like law, and it gives pedestrians this mentality of I don't have to look anywhere when I cross a street
Yeah.
because I'm the center of fucking attention. And like almost every day, at least once, I'm already in the middle of an intersection. Like I'm crossing the intersection and someone who wasn't even fucking close to crossing the street starts crossing. And I'm like, do you not see me here already? Like I was here first. Like I understand you have like the right of way, but you doing this now is causing a backup.
Yeah.
You're causing people who like I'm blocking to not be able to go. And like more people are piling up behind me because you need to be the center of fucking attention.
It's guaranteed to happen when we leave here today.
But you know
Yeah.
what?
It
You know
always
what,
happens
who
when
I
we
think
leave.
is we can all agree is the worst people in on the roads? Fucking bikers.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
Let's make the distinction here. Not motorcyclists, bicyclists.
We don't have many motorcycles.
We actually do. You'd actually be surprised
We-
like how many I fucking pass.
I don't think we have a lot of motorcyclists. I know we have like a decent amount, but the thing we have like scooter clubs and stuff like that over here. Like
Do you guys know there's like a rent a scooter now thing? Like
Yeah.
we used to have.
God, we are Europe.
we used to have like or we still do, but what's like the rental car service? Like,
Zipcar?
Zipcar. Like we
Yeah.
had Zipcar, and that was like a progressive
Yeah, there's,
thing.
like,
and,
Scoot.
And
Yeah,
before
there's
that-
Scoot now, and I'm
Scoot.
like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, like Taja's mom's friends are like they're in like MCs, but they're like motorcycle or scooter clubs and stuff like that. Like the the San Francisco like MC, it's like San Francisco Motorcycle Club.
You have no idea how much I want to see a Hell's Angel scooter club.
Everyone I know that's in it, like through my girlfriend, are like all drive scooters and stuff like that. Like that's the thing, because they're all like punks and stuff, and that's what punks do.
I think there are more cyclists than there are because I live directly on the Wiggle. Do you know what the Wiggle is?
No.
It's this very specific biking path.
Is this getting to you?
No, it's because the Wiggle is this one biking path.
The Wiggle, it's the main guy with the yellow shirt. That's the Wiggle.
So the Wiggle is this one biking path that goes right by my house, and it's where all the cyclists
sort of
go.
like across the end line, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And there's always like all these cyclists. And also, they never stop for you when you cross the street.
So here's the problem with cyclists in San Francisco. They all think the same thing, which is, I'm saving the planet, so I get to break all of these laws.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Yeah.
They don't understand the concept of because you're on the road, you have to listen to the fucking rules of the road. Seriously, I've only seen probably a handful of cyclists the entire time that I've lived here actually stop at a fucking stop sign.
Yeah.
And it's fucking dangerous, man.
I told
Especially
you my joke, right?
No, what?
Why shouldn't a cyclist ever defuse a bomb?
Why?
They can't tell the difference between red and green.
Oh, fuck.
But seriously, the main problem is, like, it gets super dangerous when they're, like, going down a hill and they have a stop sign. And I know they want to, like, speed through it because that's really fun and shit. It's also really fun in a car just to, like, keep going through. But we fucking can't. There are fucking rules of the road.
And you're gonna get hit, and then you're gonna blame them.
Yeah.
And
then you're still gonna get fucked.
Yeah.
Because they like cyclists more.
Yeah, and that's the thing is because they're gonna get actually injured in a crash. Like, let's say there's a 4-way stop at an intersection, and I'm stopped. I look left and right, and there's no one coming. And so I go, and out of fucking nowhere, a cyclist zooms past, going past the stop sign without stopping. If I hit that cyclist, I'm the one who gets in trouble, not the person who didn't stop at their fucking stop sign. And the reason I get in trouble is because that person is going to have serious fucking injuries.
Yep.
So no matter what facts are there, I'm always going to look like the bad guy in that situation of, oh, we got into a collision. Yes, it's this person's fault, but, I'm fine, and this person, has broken arms and legs.
It's like agreeing to get into a fight with a black belt and expecting if you lose, you really still win.
Because you get to play the victim.
That's what you really hate about San Francisco is, like, pedestrians and cyclists. But anyway, what do we love about San Francisco?
Oh, yeah, this has been a lot of hate.
You were saying about race?
I think, but yeah, I just think authentic, like, sort of feel in some areas.
Yeah.
Chinatown's still Chinatown.
I love.
You can't change Chinatown.
There's something. Oh yeah, I was there the other day, and I like left immediately because I was just like, this is so loud and crowded. I can't even.
Oh, is that why you didn't come over to see the gallery?
That and the dogs just kept bugging, and I couldn't leave. Like I couldn't even do.
You're a dog sitter.
Yeah, I couldn't even do dog tails. I couldn't even do DuckTales with him because they were just like too ridiculous. I couldn't even. I hope they're fine while I'm doing this, but who knows? I don't care.
One of those pitbulls is such a pitbull ass looking motherfucker. I expected to see it on a DMX cover with like a chain collar.
Yeah, he does look like a generic ass pitbull. Anyway, so one of my favorite district and this like my favorite part of San Francisco is the sunset. I do love the sunset.
The sunset's
so much.
fucking awesome, and it's sad because I'm starting to.
There's a reason I'm always there.
Yeah, it's sort of sad because it's like the last area of San Francisco. Well, not the last, but like there's a couple places.
Yeah.
That's the last like main place that hasn't been super gentrified yet.
It's like,
but it's starting to happen.
Oh yeah,
especially near my place because we have all of these like brunch areas, and so all of these people who are living downtown or shit are starting to come over here and being like, oh, this is such a nice area.
Why do white people love brunch so much?
This is what happens.
Because we're white.
This is what's happening. All of the rich people that are starting to move into the sunset are getting all of these music places and bars and shit closed down because of all of the noise complaints. And now they're trying to like make them pay for like
You're the one who moved next to a bar.
Yeah, like fuck you, asshole.
Yeah.
And they're getting all these people that own these bars and stuff that have been here for fucking years, having to pay all of these fees and like performance licenses and shit like that.
And like
that
they're staples of the area.
Yeah, like it's like Tasia's mom's bar, the Riptide, which has been there for fucking years. Everyone in the Sunset knows what that bar is.
Yeah.
They don't even have a fucking stage, and they have live music. Like before it burnt down, like they were getting all of this shit because of these fucking assholes that keep moving in and making all these complaints and shit.
It's like
you fucking moved there.
Yeah.
Like imagine if like
we were here first. Like,
Yeah.
But it's that
Imagine if, like,
fucking
one
it's
day
that
Zeitgeist
American
gets shut
mentality.
Ah.
Like this has been in history before of like, you know, the Native Americans were here, and then we came and fucked everything up.
you know when
Yeah.
you think when you put it in that perspective,
because you know my family came later, but whatever.
when you put it in that perspective, we shouldn't really complain about bars getting shut down because we didn't kill the Native Americans.
But it's shit like that.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. Back to what we love.
Yeah,
We
but
should, like,
the
go
sunset,
back and-
the sunset is very like nothing goes on in the sunset, and that's why it's the most relaxing place you could possibly be. Like I would hate like the only other neighborhood I would probably want to live in is like the Richmond, but that's still like
Ugh, I wouldn't.
that's still like it's
That's
gotten
pushing
super
it.
bad over there.
That's
I love
pushing it.
I love this street because there's nothing.
Yeah, I can go outside in the sunset and see like no one.
I can find parking in the
Yeah,
sunset.
you can find parking in the sun. The main reason why I love the sunset so much, it reminds me so much of living in Daly City because it's so quiet and just peaceful, and I just love it.
Like you could actually probably play stickball in the sunset.
Yeah. I think the Sunset's the only place in San Francisco where you can play like hockey on the street,
Yeah.
and be fine for
Try
a
that
long.
in Chinatown, you get in fucking mode.
It's quiet. It's by the beach.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's just perfect. There's everything. Like most of the stuff we need is down there. We don't need
Yeah.
to go anywhere else. It
The
also,
only reason I ever go downtown is because I work there.
yeah,
If I did not work downtown, I would never go downtown ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
yeah.
For no reason. For just nothing.
I hate downtown so much. I know the time period where I have to leave or I'm going to get frustrated in a second. I can be there for 30 minutes. And once that 30 minutes hits, I get mad and I need to go. And then I ruin whatever we're doing just to go home.
Downtown's just always like when I worked Black Friday at GameStop, but constantly.
Yeah. Especially that part of downtown because that's like the center.
Yeah.
That's where everybody goes.
It's,
right by
it's
Union
all the
Square.
tourists.
It's right by Union Square. That's where everybody's going to fucking be guaranteed.
Yeah.
Because that's where everything's happening.
Thankfully, the Super Bowl like city has been going on, so like no one's been coming into work or
But
like
that
into
also
our store.
sucks because it's ruining transportation and everything.
Yeah, but it
and
actually
Super Bowl
hasn't
cities.
affected the N a lot. It also sort of
Yeah,
sucks because
lucky
we
you.
haven't. It hasn't like really like it sort of sucks because we're not getting as much money like in to
Yeah.
the store, so like hours are being cut. So
Oh, fuck.
yeah,
See, when the end is really fucked over is when outside lanes is happening.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Henry, what did you want to talk about this week?
Oh, did we finish our topic?
Yeah, we need to move on because
Yeah.
we only have a set amount of time, so we need to just move on.
Yeah.
point.
I was going to end it with Ed Lee, but we can continue.
Yeah. Oh, you know, we'll end it with this. Fuck Ed Lee.
Ed Lee's a little fat girl.